I'm Prince Derek Dahl. I am a singer-songwriter, performing artist. I'm also a community advocate and an entrepreneur. I have been writing music since I was 10 years old. Professionally, I have been pursuing music for the last, I think, 12 to 13 years. Mirror was a love letter to myself. During the pandemic, we had so much time in the house, and I took to affirmations. You know, just encouraging yourself and affirming your being. And I remember putting into practice, looking in the mirror every day and just telling myself that I'm beautiful, I'm smart, I'm creative, I'm original, you're independent, you're reliable, just speaking values into myself, affirming the things that, you know, sometimes I would struggle to believe. And I ran across this beat by Songleader, and it made me feel and see that. So I put my affirmations in a song. And so that's where Mirror came from. Dancing in the mirror. What does that look like? What does that mean? You know, unapologetically being yourself and being free to discover new things, free to affirm things, free to play. That's where the concept for Mirror as a song came from. Just me wanting to be in a space where I could comfortably look at myself every day and know that I am him, you know? And I hope that other people take that from the song too. I'm Southern, I'm from Louisiana, and as soon as the song starts, you kind of hear like the organ, right? And that instantly takes me back to church. I was like, where is this going? You know, it's not a church song, but it is an inspirational song. It's something I could go back to my church and sing this very song and it have the same impact as a gospel record because of what the message is. So it connected to my roots in that way, just sonically. I was part of the choir, I was on praise teams, and so having a history as a worship leader, that was the first thing that caught my ear was, ooh, I like those keys. And then the flute came in on top of it. And I'm a former orchestra kid. I used to play the cello. And one of the first things we learn how to play when you're in school is like the recorder to learn notes. And so I was like, this is very like elemental. So it kind of just, it pulled me. And I started bopping to the song. I was like, oh, I can move to this, giving me a little line dance feels, little stepping kind of feel. I was like, oh, there's so much going on here. And it makes me feel good. So pairing it with affirmations that make you feel good made the most sense to me. And it just worked. For me, music has always been an experience based off what I'm experiencing. For Mirror, during that time, we were in isolation. You know, we were on lockdown. And so I had a lot of time to be with myself and a lot of time to be with God, right? So in that moment, it's a lot of praying, it's a lot of searching, it's a lot of rediscovery, it's a lot of affirming, it's a lot of, you know, shooing away of personal doubt and stuff like that. So that's where it connected. But for the most part, I make music that makes me feel good. I pull inspiration from childhood, whether it's from college experiences, whether it's from my friends' stories, whether it's for me just being at work and hearing something crazy. It was like, I can write a song about that. You know, so I pull inspiration from everywhere and I make it personal to me, but I also try not to make it too personal that the listener can't connect to it, because I don't want to just be like, this is just me, you know, trauma dumping or party dumping on you. It's literally like, I want to share something with you and I hope that you can relate to this experience, because a lot of us go through the same stuff just at different times. So that's my approach to the music. I want to make something that clicks to people who's like, oh yeah, I know what that feels like. And I feel like Mirror is one of those songs that we've all been at that place where we needed to edify ourselves. And if you haven't been in that place yet, I feel like this song is going to push you closer to that moment. And when you get there, it's going to be beautiful. My favorite lyric or line in this song has to be, Protect your mental, eliminate doubt, elevate your temple and make yourself proud. Heavy is the head of the one that wears the crown. If they nail me to the cross, just know I'm getting down. And I think that those bars kind of like reinforce and empower a level of resilience that once you tap into it, you can do and overcome anything, you know? Especially the part about heavy is the head of the one that wears the crown. If they nail me to the cross, just know I'm getting down. And even that pulls back to my spirituality and back to church about, you know, there was a time where the presumed savior of the world, who had a crown on his head, was being persecuted for the craziest things, just inspiring people. And they hung him up there, but it didn't matter, because you know he's getting down. And I want other people to feel that, like, life isn't over just because, you know, everything seems like it's falling apart. Adjust your crown. It's gonna be heavy, right? But get up, you can get up, you know. Protect your mental, eliminate doubt, elevate your temple, protect your body, love on yourself, you know, self-care is the best care. Make yourself proud. Like, that part of the song, that is the meat for me out of the whole song. In alignment with the backstory to Mirror, the Mirror video also ties into my own origin story as an artist. I met Prince Derek Doll in a dream in the mirror. It was a dream where I was using the bathroom. I turned around to wash my hand at the sink, and I looked into the mirror and I saw this like blonde, beautiful man, perfect skin, beautiful teeth. Like, he looked like me, but it wasn't me at the time. Had these, like this crazy outfit, the big super bow, and the conversation was, I want to show you something. And reached his hand through the mirror. I touched the hand, and then it's like felt like it was like a Disney movie, but then I was on the other side of the mirror, so I was looking back at my normal self. And I woke up confused, like, what was that about? And literally over time, like, it's like, I want to discover that, because I feel like that was a representation of me that it wasn't real to me, but I liked it. And he seemed powerful, confident, all the things that at that time I didn't believe that I was. And so over time, it developed into the manifestation of Prince Derek Doll. And I look back now at some of my looks, and I'm like, oh yeah, that part came from here. And this is where the big bow came in. And this is where the blonde hair with the swoop and being the doll. And so in the Mirror video, coupled with the song, it was about me becoming who I knew I could be. And it's about affirming all those things that I never thought I was gonna be, or that I was meant to be. But it was shown to me, and I followed that vision. So in the video, you see me looking up from writing those affirmations and actually seeing Prince Derek Doll in the mirror. And the video goes into this wonderland of fashion and art and music, and you get to see some of the influences, like it's very like 90s hip hop video from the angles and the color scheme and the range of looks blending the androgynous side in. Like, it was all the things. And to me, that is what life looked like on the other side of the mirror. But now here I am. This is my side of the mirror, and it's real. It's real to me. So it's a music video to y'all, but looking at the things I wear and how I move, and that's my real life now. And I love it. As a local independent artist, I've always had to try to figure out ways to fund myself, whether it was taking on extra gigs or booking shows, applying for grants, taking out loans. And I'm so grateful for Newark Creative Catalyst Fund, because over the last maybe 3 years, it's afforded me the opportunity to advance in my art, from booking studio sessions to record music, to being able to fund, this music video, to work with other Newark artists. Like, this was such a local creative wet dream to say the least. Everything as far as like my looks, outside of the things that I had already, were supplied by Lynette LaShawn. Dan is an amazing videographer here in Newark. My editor's here in Newark. And I found out that the producers for the song had literally just moved to Newark. The studio I recorded the song in was 211, shout out to Do It All. Like everything was done here, and it was done, and it was funded by Newark. And so I'm grateful, I'm enamored, and I'm just like, oh wow, to be in a space where you have everything. Newark has everything we need to be successful. It's just about putting those pieces together, empowering each other to show up creatively, giving each other enough space to play and to shine, and creating something beautiful. And I'm so proud of this video, and I hope that I get a chance to do many more. So shout out to Newark Creative Catalyst Fund. I'll be hitting you up again soon. My mission as an artist is to encourage people to believe in the make-believe, right? Where I come from, I had to have a vivid imagination of the world because I didn't really get a chance to see it as much. I knew the environment I was in. My grandmother and my mom made sure that I was able to have different experiences that would kind of broaden my horizons and what I thought I could do in this world. And I feel that as an artist, I'm literally using those experiences, channeling them through my gift, making it real, and then watching the world around me open up. So I think my mission is literally to just kind of be an example for those that may not feel they have an example. This can be real, like dreams can be real. You just have to believe in yourself, believe in what the universe or what God is telling you, and trust that, you know, when you make the decision to follow what's been given to you, the world will bend to that vision. Thank you.